Everybody, Levi here. I wanted to make a video and set up a guide on how you can set up a corporate investing account. In a couple of my recent videos, I've talked a little bit about how you can incorporate why you might want to. And obviously, a big part of that is investing tax deferred in your corporate brokerage account. So that's kind of the first main step in how you can actually go about doing that. So I want to make a guide and walk you through the steps on how you can do that, and then we'll screen share over to Questrade, walk you through setting up an account, and then also go through some of the documents that you'll need to do. So if you're interested in doing that, stick around, and if you're not, come back for the next one because this will be probably a little bit boring. Anyways, first thing quickly is just why you would set up a corporate investing account. In short, a corporate brokerage or corporate investing account will allow you to invest any excess cash tax deferred rather than just letting it depreciate due to inflation. If you aren't pulling money out of your corporation and you just let it sit, that's obviously super unproductive. Just like if you leave a lot of extra money in your own personal checking account, the same logic applies. So you definitely want to make sure you are investing that extra money. And again, the ideal use of this is going to be for funds that you don't need immediately, whether that's for daily operations or tax obligations. And again, also instead of paying out any excess money within your corporation as a salary to the owner, which is likely yourself, you can again invest that tax deferred within your corporation. So anyways, the first thing you're going to need to do is figure out which platform to use. The big thing you'll need to consider is choosing a platform that offers corporate accounts, such as Questrade, which is really similar to Wealthsimple for personal accounts if you haven't heard of that, or other brokerages, again, that allow corporate accounts like Scotia iTrade. So just check with the brokerage account that you might already use, see if they have a corporate option. And if not, I would definitely recommend Questrade. That's one I personally use, and it's really convenient because it integrates both your personal and your corporate accounts under one login. So it's really easy to manage both and to sort of see your whole portfolio, because what will eventually happen is you'll have investments that you want to keep in a certain type of account. It might be your TFSA, it might be a personal taxable account, or a corporate brokerage. So you'd be able to sort of see your allocations between all the accounts, and then also just really easy. You just have kind of one bucket stuff goes in. So anyways, again, first thing, just pick an account. And in this specific video, again, I will use Questrade, but it's going to be really similar for each of them. A couple things to just be aware of as you sort of go down this road and just kind of consider is that these are separate entities. As you know, a corporation is a completely separate entity from you as a person, and your corporate brokerage account is going to be an extension of that. So even if you are a business owner, the CRA is going to treat the two accounts, your corporate, all your corporate money, as completely distinct from your personal for tax purposes. So again, you just need to know this is business money. You can't mix funds, or you really shouldn't. Also, a corporate investing account is going to be a taxable account. So unlike certain registered personal accounts like your TFSA or RSP, a corporate account is going to be taxable. So gains from capital, like capital gains, dividends and interest are all going to be taxed at the relevant corporate tax rate for yourself. So just need to keep that in mind. You are paying tax on profits from this. And then also, and we'll talk about this more later in the video, is the documentation requirement. Setting up a corporate account involves a lot more paperwork than a personal account, because brokerage firms are going to need your business registration documents so that they can verify all the authorized individuals managing the accounts. This is probably the biggest con of setting up a corporate investing account, is you do need to kind of go through all this stuff. It'll probably take about 30 plus minutes and probably a little back and forth if you inevitably make a little mistake submitting something. Whereas, a personal TFSA, you can probably spin up in about 5 minutes if you know how to do it. So again, just kind of a few considerations before you kind of get started on that. But again, these are all kind of worthwhile obstacles to overcome. So anyways, getting into how you actually go about doing it, steps to set up the corporate investing account. So one, choose a platform. Again, we're going to use Questrade. So what you're going to do is go onto your account. So again, here with Questrade, what you want to do, and it's the same for any brokerage, just get onto the page that shows all account types. And then when you're on that page, you're going to, if you already have an account on that brokerage, you can log in. But otherwise, you're going to scroll down and check to make sure they have a corporate brokerage account. You're going to see the typical registered accounts at the top, TFSAs, etc. You're going to need to scroll down and then find something that says more accounts to meet your needs. And then on Questrade, they're going to call it something like a corporate account. And then you can scroll down entity. So corporate cash, corporate margin. These are going to be your kind of two options. Obviously, the difference between margin and cash, margin allows you to trade on margin on borrowed money. Cash, you wouldn't be able to. So again, you can just kind of pick through those two, but these are the two you're going to be looking at: corporate cash, corporate margin. And that's it. So anyways, what you're going to do is you're going to click open an account. You're just going to enter basic, we'll go through it. You're going to enter basic information about yourself, legal first name, legal last name, all that stuff, and then click next. And then within Questrade at the top, you're just going to click open new account. And then under account types, like we already saw, you're going to select that corporate account. Anyways, from there, that's the first step. That's super easy. This will be exactly the same as any other account you've already done. The next thing is going to be submitting documents. So this is kind of the big thing. And you're going to need your corporate registration documents and proof of authorization to open the account. And you'll probably work with a dedicated representative from the brokerage, and they're going to kind of manually review the documents and tell you what you need. And then you're going to go through an approval process. Before I talk about that, we'll just go over the documents. So Questrade's margin account document guide looks like this. So we'll just quickly walk through everything you're going to need. It's a long document, 18 pages, so we'll skim through quickly. But in short, it tells you everything you need and then what you're going to need to sign, and then things that you can sign electronically and upload and all that. It does vary a little bit by province. So again, just kind of like go through and familiarize yourself with it. But anyways, yeah, so what you're going to do is you're going to go through this whole document and you're going to fill out each of the things. So you're going to have your statement of acceptance. You're going to sign that. A few of these are multiple pages, your corporate trading authorization, and list of directors and beneficial owners. Big thing here, you're going to want to make sure you list all of them. So let's say you are the owner, and then maybe you have a family member, your spouse, etc., as another shareholder. You're going to need to list all of these people. So that's pretty self-explanatory, but you're going to need to list them all. And then another thing, when you're filling these out, there's a lot of different signature boxes on each page. So they highlight the things that you're going to need to fill in. So for example, signature, date here, your question, account number, all that stuff. You can see here there's a dozen or so pages. Shareholder registry, this is one of those things, and that kind of goes along with this. You're going to upload this completed document, and you're also going to submit a few documents they want that you'll have a part of your articles of incorporation, which will probably be just that article of incorporation PDF and maybe a shareholder agreement. So you're going to upload that, all of this, and then you're going to pull some of this information or you're going to have to refer back to some of it to fill this out. For example, the shareholder registry, you're going to have to share all the people who were on there and the number of shares they have and whatnot. Your personal guarantee, you'll have to fill that out. And that's pretty much everything. This IRS thing is just like a double taxation thing. So you'll want to fill that out. And anyways, that's about it. So again, long package to fill out, about 18 pages. And then again, you're going to have to submit the actual document. So you're going to send all that. And then you're going to go through the approval process, which will often take up to 2 or 3 weeks, as often they're going to do additional documentation checks, and they'll be going some back and forth. I know personally when I did it, and other folks when I talk to them, it kind of takes a little bit of a while. Maybe you'll miss something, you'll be in error, things like that. So just be patient. It will take a couple weeks, but you will be done. Anyways, once you're done that, basically the last thing to do is just link your corporate bank account. So again, your corporate investing account is corporation money, just like your bank account. You're probably gonna have a corporate checking account at this point. So you're gonna wanna link those two accounts so you can actually fund that. So you'll move money out of your corporate checking account into your corporate investing account. You can either transfer money by wire or whatever. I would definitely recommend just doing EFT, electronic fund transfer, or like ACH, depending on the terminology you use. That's just a bill payment. So you can set up Questrade as a bill payee. Really similar to if you did that personally, how you can set up Questrade as a bill payment out of your personal checking account. You can do that out of your corporate. So I'd recommend that. Money moves within a day. It's free. It's really cheap and quite foolproof. So again, you're going to link that. Use a method of your choice. I would recommend bill payment because again, it's free. Where wire transfer, usually there are some costs. And then once that's done, the account's funded, you can then go ahead and start investing into really whatever, stocks, bonds, ETFs, GICs. And again, that'll just kind of fit under your personal financial goals and risk tolerance. The last couple things I'll talk about quickly is just investment strategy considerations. Corporate accounts do allow you to invest in a lot of different asset types, but each are going to have their own tax implications. So again, just choose a strategy that aligns with your overall tax picture. And also, if you are going to need that money sooner, you will want to kind of consider the risk tolerance and not invest money that you can't afford to lose. And again, here, kind of like standard disclaimer, talk to a professional, talk to your accountant, your financial planner, or your lawyer, and they're going to understand your corporation's tax, investment requirements, tax rates, all that stuff, because you are going to be paying taxes. So make sure you're investing the right way and paying taxes the right way. Again, this is just a video on how you can actually create that account. Hope you found that useful. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.